my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when it was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the jet, you can see my vision why I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? My name. DNA King.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied too quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
The Raiders at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw again. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A first run now for Kyron Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stanford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
So no gain on the play. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down the distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10.
Now Stafford. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for first and goal.
Williams, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Williams again.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Raiders nothing. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Mendoza. From the gun, he'll throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Shreds it with a stiff arm.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Rams first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. About 3 yards there on the 27.
He was tackled.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. B.J. Hill able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll change things up. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give the tackle to Quentin Lake.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. That third down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, it's Genty.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They begin the drive with Williams.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Here's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Stafford. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how it's ripped. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over. At the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage. And now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Puka Nacua in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. We'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Mendoza, a final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
They start the second half here with Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's brought down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Now he pushed it. Something looked off with a snap, and he missed it. It's no good.
And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw is Mendoza, operating from the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mendoza.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Here's a diving catch right side. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
12 yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
On the give, Jeanty. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Jeanty.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable
couple plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford's going to give this one to Corum. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle. Here's Corum. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run once more with Corum. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw, caught by Bowers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14
He's up to
yards.
88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping about something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. And it's been tough sledding for here the entire second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Off play action, Mendoza.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run straight ahead with Corum. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On the draw, Corum. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Rams.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And the Rams first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Corum. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
At the Raiders'
tick,
31-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Corum. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
A gain of 16 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game?